I think that these fears have been raised in the past, and I think that they really need to be taken very, very seriously. There are always, different pressures from different parties, and certainly in the case of the ITU, they obviously did a tremendous job in building up the internet to where we are today. But this is the kind of thing where you can never take it for granted, and you must listen very carefully to those who are raising concerns about censorship, the pressure from large parties that can have a lot of influence. So I think that we need to pay full attention to those who are raising these concerns.
Mm-hmm. The point was made in Tariq's report there that dozens of countries are already censoring internet content. So what difference will regulating any of this, what difference will any of these measures make? If governments want to censor content online, they can do that, and they're already doing that.
There's a difference between having that as a formalized an accepted process versus having that as something that people are, rigging the internet in the country in which they're operating out of. And I think that having censorship as an agreed upon mode of operations for the internet is very, very different from people taking action on their own accord.
Is the ITU even equipped to be a regulator, if I could put it that way, of the internet? Because this is, of course, an organization that was set up more than 60 years ago to standardize a communication environment that was entirely different from the one we have today.
It's a challenge for them. It'd be a challenge for any organization. It's not a critique of the ITU to say that. And I think that the ITU is struggling with that. We've seen Torre come out with a lot of comments where he's trying to reassure the stakeholders that he will listen to the concerns that they have. And we have to believe him that he's going to do that, and that the ITU will do that going forward.
So how important are these talks in Dubai then? Are we looking at a critical watershed moment here in the way the internet is regulated?
It depends obviously on the decisions that are made and the stance that is taken. I would imagine that we're not going to have a sudden, today is the end of the internet, day zero of the post-internet era in the next 12 days during the ITU meeting. But I think that the important thing to listen to is all the voices that come out and the stances that they're taking, and the general consensus that comes out of this meeting, which will have a very big impact on the internet going forward. But I think that impact is not one of today or tomorrow. It's more of the next year, 2 years, and could project forward a very sharp shift in the direction that free expression and the way in which the internet can support that go forward.
We'll have to wait to see what comes out of that. Thomas Crampton in Hong Kong, good to get your thoughts on this. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.